Hello, kings and queens. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even look forward to the blessings. Now, remember, the newsletter, which was previously written, is now interactive on Facebook. If you check in with my group, All Things E-Ray, you can find everything you would have normally found in the newsletter and more. That is where the deep astrology goes down. Don't hesitate to come on over and join the group. But remember, it is a safe place. So, don't come in there with the ruckus. Now, in addition to that, you can always check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting for impromptu freestyles. If you'd like to participate as an artist, don't hesitate to contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. In addition to that, if you like to live an intentional life, of course, I know I do, you can check in with the Intentional Life Morning Show every Monday and every Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Clubhouse. So don't hesitate to check in with LaGio Hunt and the rest of the crew if you intend to manifest or bring to fruition what you intend to manifest. If it's murder, mayhem, and mysteries you're into, check in with Stephanie M. Freeman with the Murder, Mayhem, and Mysteries crew every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Clubhouse Eastern Standard Time. Now, we've got a lot to unpack because we actually have the planet Mercury going direct this week, as well as Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion. So let's talk about it. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of October 18th, 2021. Now, if you're looking for Sunday's read or Sunday's astrology, you can actually go to my Facebook page, author E-Ray Taronic, and it is written out there. My page is public, so you can see it there. But I'm going to jump into Monday because by the time you listen to this, it will be Monday. Now, the sun in Libra is at 25 degrees on Monday. This is an angle of assistance. Someone could be helping you or even speaking up for you on that day. There's a chance you could actually be the hero in this story. Either way, success can be seen due to this courageous act. Now, if you have any placements between 22 degrees and 28 degrees of, I'd say, Libra, Leo, or Sagittarius, this is going to aspect you. And I say that because with this transit being in Libra, your sector of money and resources, your areas of assistance are Leo and Sagittarius. So your Leo sector is about secret sacrifice and solitude. So you could be getting assistance behind the scenes. Maybe nobody even knows about it. Somebody's making a sacrifice for you, or you did them and they're speaking up about it. But anyway, it's pertaining to money and resources in the background, maybe even closure as it pertains to money and resources. Also, home and family. So somebody could be assisting you with money and home and family, or you them. Those are the things that are aspecting on Monday. In addition to that, Jupiter is going direct in the sign of Aquarius at 22 degrees. So if you have any placements between 19 and I'd say about 25 degrees of any of the signs that I'm going to go over, you will feel these energies initially, like on Monday. Others will feel it a little later because Jupiter will be in Aquarius until the end of the year, about December 28th. So it'll move through Aquarius slowly but surely. Now, teamwork makes the dream work with this aspect, and help could come through your struggles, but only accept help from those worthy of building with. If somebody offers you something, you don't want to build with somebody who's just going to tear down what you already have. Okay. So please be mindful of that. But being that this is a Jupiter with lucky assistance and opportunity, I'm expecting this to be lucky for you. Now let's talk about the things that you could experience because of Jupiter moving direct in that sign throughout the rest of the year. Now, with Jupiter moving through that sign throughout the rest of the year, this is your sector of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, where you're seeing this luck coming in. You're going to have luck with career as well as money and resources. Okay. Maybe you put yourself of service to someone, or you work for someone. You could be getting small jobs, doing what it is you do during your daily routines and things like that. And you'll be garnering money and resources through career. Those of you who just started a job and waiting for your 90 days to come in, or your health benefits or payments for health and things like that, you have those aspecting you as well. Now, you also have lucky assistance and opportunities to home and family. And that's really good, because Jupiter is sextiling the area of Sagittarius. Venus is there as well. So that's going to be Venus and Jupiter. So you could really be making some money through home and family, or even putting yourself of service to others through home and family. Now, along with that, the South Node is there as well. So you might find yourself indulging during your daily routines, but you'll also have opportunities to make money, shared finances, doing things you're passionate about, putting yourself of service to others, creating assistance, creating the endings and new beginnings that you want, offers of sex and intimacy with, people during your daily routines, maybe even that you work with or that you are of service to. You can also see things you're passionate about being aspected, you working on things you're passionate about, garnering shared finances there. And that's your area of Aries, and Chiron is there as well. So this is Jupiter sextiling Chiron, where you have that healing happening. Okay, so that's wonderful for you as well. Now, the friction that you're going to see due to Jupiter moving direct, which I don't really see as friction, because your areas of friction are people gossiping about you, in your networks of people, siblings, communication, you having travel snags near and far, people gossiping about you at a distance from you, about your education and skills, opposing what it is you think and preach. Those are normal squares for you as it pertains to your work sector, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. But with Jupiter there now going direct, it's going to cool a lot of that off. You're going to have luck there. So really, no matter what they say, you still have luck and expansion there. So who cares? In addition to that, at the end of the week, the sun is moving into Scorpio, that sector that squares it. So that'll be the sun and Jupiter squaring each other. I really don't see anything bad there, because they're both benefic. I would say planets, but the sun is not a planet, it's a star. But I mean, just for the sake of saying it, we'll just say both astral beings are aspecting each other, and they're both benefic. On the other end, you have Mars there trining Jupiter. So, I just really don't see anything bad about Jupiter moving direct at all. So let's talk about Mercury, because Mercury's moving direct on Monday as well. With Mercury moving direct on Monday at 10 degrees of Libra, this is your sector of money and resources that's moving forward. Don't be resistant to change, okay? Also be aware of boastfulness. When good comes your way, remain humble, because, you got to remain in a state of gratitude and be humble, because when you're just boastful and things like that, it's just not cute. So, and it doesn't bode well for your spiritual gifts either. So if you have any placements between 7 and 13 degrees, this is aspecting you directly. You actually feel this almost immediately. Now, Mercury is going to transit through the other 19 degrees of Libra also. Okay, so for another 19 days after the 18th, it's going to still be going through Libra. And that's when you'll feel these things as it gets closer to your nodes. But like I said, for those of you with placements between 7 and 13 degrees, you'll feel these right away on Monday. Okay, now this is about money and resources for you. Because of this going direct, communication about that is moving forward. So blessings coming to you as far as career, as far as what you master, as far as work, health, and daily routines, communication, and you garnering jobs through your skills and things like that is speeding up, and you making money in that way. Also, you have assistance and opportunities communicated to you behind the scenes, secrets being told to you that assist you. You're having assistance with money and resources that bring in closure for you. Secret sacrifice and solitude. Maybe you have to work in your solitude, but it's still garnering finances for you. You're still going to make money for home and family. Okay, and money coming in to assist home and family. All of that is aspecting you, especially with Venus and Sagittarius. So that sweetens the pot with the money you're making through home and family or for home and family. Now, the friction that you could see, of course, is going to be with friends, goals, and social groups as it pertains to romance, creative endeavors, and children. You might be overspending, or you might not have exactly all the money you need to do exactly what you want to do with friends in social groups, but communication is going to move forward to where you can start garnering those finances. Okay. Now, and that's going to be going on, like I said, for the next 19 days, starting on Monday and going forward. Now, on Tuesday, the 19th, the sun in Libra at 26 degrees says basically that someone could be lending you a helping hand, or you could be lending someone else a helping hand, and then you'll see peace restored as it pertains to your money and resources. If it's a helping hand being lent to you, likely it's in your sector of assistance and opportunity. So that would be, again, Leo and Sagittarius. So that's for home and family and things being given to you behind the scenes secretly. So if you have any placements between, I'd say, 23 and 29 degrees of Libra, Leo, or Sagittarius, you can expect to see that assistance coming your way or you assisting someone else. Now, the moon in Aries is going to trine Venus and Sagittarius in the morning, right around 12 or 13 degrees. So romance, finances, and pleasure is on your mind as, let's see, as it pertains to home and family. Okay. And it's going to be trining shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things that you're passionate about, where you're garnering those shared finances through, for home and family. Okay. Now, you could also find yourself indulging if money comes in with people in home and family, because the South Node is in Sagittarius, so you're going to want to have some fun. And with Uranus and Taurus eventually aspecting that Venus in Sagittarius, you are probably going to be the one suggesting this, maybe, because it's about your education and skills, what you think and preach. Long distance travel and things like that. Or it could shock you if you get the opportunity to travel. Okay, because that semi-sextile is there through Aries. Okay, now also on Tuesday, Mars in Libra trines Jupiter in Aquarius at 22 degrees. So if you have any placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Libra or Aquarius, this is aspecting you with blessings coming in the form of money or personal resources as it pertains to your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. Okay, so the challenges you've been facing within money and resources, probably through partnerships, are going to turn out to be a blessing. Okay, because once that Mercury trines Jupiter, that's excellent for you. That definitely brings about blessings. One of your areas of assistance, by the way, are home and family, where Sagittarius is. Juno is there as well. So you might be entering into some type of marriage or partnership, or some type of marriage or partnership could be offered help as far as money and resources coming your way, especially if you have those placements between 19 and 25 degrees. It might even go back to 18 degrees because of the Juno aspect at 21 degrees. So 18 to 25, we'll say that. Now, moving along to Wednesday, the 20th, the sun is in Libra at 27 degrees. This is not a time to be passive about your purpose. However, you could be forced to consider a job or task that is at odds with your true desires. If you have any placements between, I'd say 24 to 29 degrees of Libra going over to 0 degrees of Scorpio, this could aspect you. Okay. So you could, have to take a job to make some money, to accomplish a goal that you might not necessarily want to do. You might find yourself having to pay money out for something, that's for romance, creative endeavors, or children. And you don't necessarily want to do it, but it's your job to do it, especially if you're a mother or a father of a family, and it's your job to take care of people, you might have to do that, okay, for them to accomplish the goals they want to accomplish. Now, the moon in Aries at 27 degrees on Wednesday is at an opposition to the sun in our collective sector of partnerships. So issues and challenges will be highlighted and communicated, especially for people with placements between 24 and 29 degrees. But the good thing is that Aries has Chiron stationed there, the wounded healer. So it's healing your shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. With it aspecting Libra, where personal finances and resources are, it's also healing that area, okay, where those challenges are. So if you have any aspects between 24 and 29 degrees, you'll have those issues coming up, but you'll also have healing aspecting those areas. Now, with Pallas and Pisces at 10 degrees, squaring Lilith and Gemini at 10 degrees on the same day, you want to watch your instincts and the delusions that you might be harboring as it pertains to your relationships and career. Just watch your instincts. You don't want them to get you into trouble. You don't want them working against you where you're trying to forge to your highest aspirations. Pallas and Pisces is directly aspecting Libra at 10 degrees. So these are maybe delusions as it pertains to your partnerships, maybe even your creative partnerships. It speaks as to blockages in communications or maybe even misunderstandings. So if you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees of Pisces or Gemini, this could be aspecting for you, and you want to watch out for that, okay? Watch your knee-jerk reactions, because they don't bode well for you when you act or speak before thinking. Now, on Wednesday, that's the day of the full moon as well. Okay, so the full moon is in Aries, which is aspecting healing because Chiron is there. It's at 27 degrees. Your talents can be admired under this full moon, and some can even seek your assistance or your wise words. A woman's kindness could also feature for you and help you quite a bit, okay? If you have placements between 24 and I'd say 29 degrees of Aries, or even going into 0 degrees of Taurus, you'll feel this initially, right around that full moon. Now, it's going to permeate for the next 2 weeks. So I want to tell you what you're going to be experiencing for the next 2 weeks as the full moon energies permeate. Okay. Now, this is about healing in your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, intimacy, sex, and things that you're passionate about. You're going to have assistance in career that's going to help you garner shared finances, doing things that you're passionate about. There are going to be people, maybe even in career or at work, who fancy you, who probably want to sleep with you. People that you are of service to, people that you work for. You can work for people and garner shared finances, doing things that you're passionate about. Your health, you could gain resources for health, shared finances, so you can help yourself during health, during that full moon. You also, let's see, what else am I seeing here? You also can have blessings coming your way behind the scenes through secret sacrifice and solitude, where you're gaining money, shared finances for home and family or through home and family, as well as endings and new beginnings and things like that for home and family that people might not even know about. Maybe you even gaining closure. And this is actually trining, where Venus is. The South Node is there too, but that's just even more money and finances through home and family. The friction where you could have a blow up is going to be with friends, goals, and social groups as it pertains to romantic partners, as it pertains to, goals, as it pertains to romantic partners, friends maybe being romantic partners, people within your creative endeavors, friends, and things like that, and also with children. But remember that Aries is there pouring healing into that area, okay, through shared finances. So you might have to spend some money as well for romantic partners, children, or creative endeavors. But it's still an area being healed, so I just don't see it being too bad for you, okay, just because Chiron is there. Now, let's move along to Thursday. Thursday, October the 21st, the sun is in Libra at 28 degrees. You may prefer to stay in the background, but your wisdom and talents may not allow you to if you're a high commodity. You might be needing to come out and assist others, okay? Because people are going to be asking you to, especially if you have placements in Libra between 25 and I'd say 28 degrees, even going over into Scorpio at 0 or 1 degree. Now, also on Thursday, the moon in Sagittarius at 10 degrees is directly aspecting Libra and Mercury at 10 degrees. So this is about your money and your worth being challenged through a partnership. This is about money and finances and the challenges you're facing there. Shockingly, and it's directly aspecting what you think and what you preach. Okay, so maybe this is about challenges because of what you think and what you preach about money and resources, your education and skills, and long distance travel or with people at a distance from you. If you have placements between 7 and 13 degrees, you could get unexpected news or communication that, brings up kind of an issue. All right. And with Uranus there eventually coupling, with that moon, your mind could really be transfixed on these shocking revelations about money or resources. Just don't allow yourself to fall into lack or poverty consciousness because you're going to be fine, okay? Just don't make things worse by thinking negatively. Now, on Friday, the sun is in Libra at 29 degrees. This is not a day to be reckless or undiscerning. You want to beware of bad advice from fake friends or ill-intentioned family. Someone could be wearing a false mask and really trying to trick you. If I were you, even though this is your sector of money and resources, only if you have placements between, I'd say, 26 and 29 degrees, even going over into Scorpio at 0 or 1 degree, I still wouldn't even take any advice from anybody about money or resources, period. Because, at that point on Friday, you just can't trust anybody as far as your money and resources. So I know I'm not asking any advice or taking any advice from anyone. And I do the astrology. So, if you're taking it from me, I would advise you not to either on Friday. Now, the moon in Taurus is at 20 degrees and it's going to aspect Neptune and Pisces in the early morning hours. You could be having nightmares, even dreams, delusions, or intuitive insights about your money and your resources, or about about your partnerships and your education, your skills, long distance travel, even what you think and preach, like your philosophy. Don't flip out though, because that's assistance and opportunities there for you. Okay. You might have some intuitive insights about how to use your education and skills, what you think and preach, to garner assistance at a distance from you. Okay, so flip it around that way. If you have any aspects between 17 and 23 degrees of Taurus and Pisces, that's aspecting for you on Friday. In addition to that, the moon in Taurus will square Jupiter in Aquarius at 22 degrees. So let's hope luck wins out, okay? If you're worried about a goal being accomplished, I wouldn't worry too much, because Taurus is your area of education and skills, what you think and preach, and things at a distance from you. And it always squares work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. But since Jupiter is there, that's putting luck and expansion in that area. So I just really don't see anything bad happening as it pertains to what you think and preach at work and during your daily routines. And if it does, you still have luck there. This is going to apply to you if you have any placements between 18 or 19 degrees, moving up to 25 degrees of Taurus or Aquarius. Now, the last thing on Friday I want to talk about is the moon in Taurus, your sector of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and what you preach, aspecting Mars in Libra, aspecting your money and your finances, your personal resources. So this is challenging, maybe communication, maybe even shocking communication coming your way. And, it also squaring that money, squaring romance, creative endeavors, and children, which could be hampering your transformation. You might not have the money you need for romance, creative endeavors, and children, or you could have a romantic partner wanting to spend some money, some children, or something aspecting like they're wanting to go out and have fun and play, and you're like, no, we're not spending any money today. It could cause some issues for you. Or if you decide to go travel and do that and spend money, you could find that you've spent too much money. Now, if you have any placements in Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, or Taurus between 21 and 27 degrees, this is aspecting you. Okay. Let's move along. So stay positive, definitely, and just watch your money on that day. And remember what I said, that's that same day that you're getting that advice about money, so you want to watch that. Okay. And it looks like you might step in and say something, though. They're not going to agree with you, but hey, you trying that area, what you think and preach about romance, creative endeavors, and children, you trying that area. So hopefully they're listening to you, because you know what you're talking about, according to this chart. Now, on Saturday, October the 23rd, the sun is in Scorpio at 0 degree. That's when Scorpio season starts. Fighting and arguing looms near. Don't give in to it. If you have any aspects between 0 and 3 degrees of Scorpio, you're going to feel this initially. If you expect positive changes to happen in your life, you must exude positivity. If you feel like you're going to flip out on somebody, just stop. Take a deep breath. Release those aggressive energies when you breathe out. If you need to go out and take a walk, do that. If you need to listen to some music to blow off some steam or bring your energy vibration back up, do that. Don't let anybody throw your chakras off, because that's when you mess up your manifestations, okay? And you don't want anybody, messing up your vibes, because you got to stay clean and clear with that. Once somebody can make you mad, they have control over you. And that's not what you want. Now, like I said, people between 0 and 3 degrees of Scorpio are going to feel this initially. Even if you have placements in Libra at 28 or 29 degrees, you're going to feel this initially. But let's talk about not only on that day, let's talk about what you're going to feel for the next 30 days starting on Saturday, because of Scorpio season, because of the sun being there in Scorpio. Because of the sun being there in Scorpio, your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, in your networks of people, you're going to see the sun illuminating that area, bringing you blessings as it pertains to friends, goals, and friends and social groups, helping you to accomplish goals. Also, with your partnerships are really showing up for you, even siblings, even your networks of people, neighbors, and things like that. They're going to be showing up for you, helping you to accomplish goals. In addition to that, you're also going to have assistance and opportunities coming directly to you through romance, creative endeavors, and children. You hanging out and having fun with your romantic partner and your children. You may be having assistance, maybe your family or sibling babysitting for you so you can go out. Maybe your sibling, if you're single, hooking you up with a romantic partner. You having your networks of people assisting you with your creative endeavors, spreading your word and things like that. You're going to have those things available to you, that those assistance and opportunities, especially once, especially with Pluto being in Capricorn, transforming your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. And then it's aspecting the sun. That's beautiful for you. You're also, the friction that you could see that could be illuminated could be in the background, secret sacrifice and solitude. You might find out someone was gossiping about you. You might find out someone was telling lies about you. You might find out, someone was saying, in your networks of people or your neighbors. During short distance travel, maybe people revealing your secrets. Those things can be illuminated, especially people at work or people that you are of service to, people that you see during your daily routines. People could be, you could get maybe bad news illuminated about your health. So because that's aspecting, I do suggest you go to the doctors and get things checked out. Because the sun is there ready to illuminate things that might be going on in health that you might need to get taken care of now while the sun is there. Okay. So that's going to be important for you to do within these next 30 days, starting on Saturday. Now, those are the things that are happening for the next 30 days, but let's talk about exactly Saturday. What else is going on that day? Now, this is your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people. It's going to be directly aspecting career. Okay, so communication about career could come in. Maybe even your networks of people. You might even have to work for someone in your networks of people, or a job could be aspecting you. Okay, so that's actually wonderful for you. Short distance travel, you also might have to travel for work. That's happening for you on Saturday. Also, around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Gemini will trine Saturn in Aquarius at about 7 degrees. So if you have any placements, let me go back. That moon in Gemini aspecting the sun in Scorpio, those are for placements between like 0 and 3 degrees that will feel that. Now, let's go back to this 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time transit. If you have any placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Gemini or Aquarius, the restrictions and responsibilities that are communicated to you could turn out to be a blessing. Okay. And the blessing is aspecting career as well as work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So the work you've been putting in or have to put in, your responsibilities, are actually going to bring you a blessing, okay, through career. Last but not least, on Saturday, Venus in Sagittarius and Scorpio and Vesta are both at 17 degrees. If you have any placements between 14 and 20 degrees, this is aspecting a semi-sextile for you. So opportunity could pop up to make money, for you to have fun with romance, even through some area. I would say not some area, through communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, and home and family. So you might be hanging out with home and family. You might choose to go to the movies, hang out at the park, the local amusement park, hang around the neighborhood, just having fun and indulging, because Venus and the South Node is in Sagittarius. So you could even be hanging out with a sibling, go over a sibling's house, have some drinks, and things like that. So that's aspecting for you. Even someone in your networks of people you could be hanging out with. Maybe a neighbor comes over your house with a 6-pack and says, hey, let's hang out. It could be any of those things. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading for this week. Bye now. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising Sign people. Taronic here to give you your tarot portion of your reading for the week of October 18th. Okay, Virgo, permeating your week is the King of Swords. So, with this King of Swords card aspecting, it's prompting you to use logic and insight to the best of your ability and delegate for problem solving, okay? Delegate responsibilities. Use that sword of truth to cut through the matter of things and make the right decision. But definitely think first. Let's talk about these cards. Now, your first card you have aspecting is some type of business endeavor, partnership, or either a love relationship that is going on a shocking new journey out of nowhere. Okay, so there could be a new journey you're going on within a business organization, some shock or surprise. Let me ask for more clarity. Or this could be okay, there's some shock or surprise. It's telling you to use your intuition and to cultivate your skills, continue to work on your craft, because there might even be some shocking business opportunity aspecting you, new business opportunity, or even a new love relationship aspecting you, okay, as it pertains to this this Fool card, this shocking new journey that you get to go on, or you're aspected to be able to go on. Now, oh God, you have where you were feeling left out in the cold, because we have the Five of Pentacles, and you had this feeling of being left out in the cold, but now that has turned into maybe money problems being potentially severe, or either greed or poor judgment putting you in dire straits. Accept where you are in the present moment and plan to get out of it. Don't fear rejection. Seek help. Don't feel like you in a self-imposed prison, okay, and you can't get out of it, because you can. You could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Moon or Rising person, which is saying, okay, this is what it's really saying to me, that you're going through some type of financial loss or recovery from a financial loss, okay? You're in this self-imposed prison that you've been holding yourself in. It's self-imposed though, okay? You can get out of that. Now, it could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo person that's holding you in this self-imposed prison, or you feel like you're being held in a self-imposed prison from. It doesn't have to be that fire sign person. It could just be a wise, compassionate woman who's a good, she's a good businesswoman. She's warm. She is self-assured, and she's a hard worker. It could be a creative new influence, okay, coming into your life as well. Don't hold yourself in a self-imposed prison. If you feel left out in the cold by somebody, or you're feeling some type of lack, just realize where you are and realize that you can let yourself out of this prison. This is probably in career, because it's a swords card, and Your areas of swords are money, career, and work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So this could be work. This could have to do with career. You feeling like you were in a self-imposed prison. I really don't like that. You're going to have to come out of this poverty consciousness or this lack, whether it's a person leaving you out in the cold or whether it's a money situation. You're going to have to try to come out of this lack. If you're going to come out of this lack being through business, then you need to be more creative. Okay, you need to be a little more independent, hardworking, and self-assured to get yourself out of this self-imposed prison. Okay, use your gift, skills, and talents to do that. You also have somebody giving you some type of practical advice, but they're not on the up and up. Somebody's being dishonest with you because you got the Three of Swords, some type of painful situation, grief, sorrow, heartbreak, where you have to accept the situation, knowing something better will emerge in its place. And this grief or heartbreak is due to somebody that you don't trust. There's a lack of trust in a situation. There is someone in the situation maybe that wants something from you. Keep your eyes out for just somebody being deceptive. And that could have been the situation. That's what broke your heart. Somebody was deceptive and lying to you. And it broke your heart. And now somebody's coming in with some practical advice as to that situation. You still need to research and pay attention to what's going on, because I don't even know if I trust this person coming in with this information, bringing it to you. Like, it's just, hold on, let me see. You need to research more as to this practical advice. But I want to know if you can trust this person bringing in this practical advice. This person bringing in this practical advice is in competition with you. They're in competition with you, or they're bringing you practical advice about a competition. Okay, they're bringing you some practical advice about how to move forward. But you need to pay attention to what they're telling you and make sure that they're on the up and up. Because for some reason, I just don't like that. I just don't like the practical advice that's coming in. Okay, so pay attention to that. And really look within and see what will work for you as it pertains to this relationship or this advice that's coming in. Because you even have the Five of Pentacles aspecting you on the other side with your challenges and advice. Somewhere where you were left out on the cold or feeling some type of lack or poverty consciousness. And your challenge is going to be you moving forward. You moving forward with this Empress person, or you moving forward as the Empress. The Empress is abundant, fertile. She talks, it's an omen for stable relationships. So either it's you routinely moving forward toward this Empress in this relationship with this Empress, or you moving forward and being the Empress within a partnership and looking within and having your happy family. That's what's the challenge is. Okay. Your advice is to really think about the situation before you leave it, because you got the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups, on the Eight of Cups, he's leaving a situation where he's got 8 cups full for something. Now you're leaving for something new that's coming over the horizon, that's being offered to you. Okay. Now you could be dealing with a Scorpio moon or sun, moon, or rising sign person, or you could be Scorpio moon or rising as well. And you're thinking about leaving a situation for this person that's coming to you with this advice, it could be something in the mail too, or an email or something like that, but somebody's coming to you with some type of good communication, maybe offer or advice, but it's a page, it's a beginning offer. A page is somebody that's coming with unbridled enthusiasm, that's flighty, that likes to talk. Okay, they like to talk. You got to make sure that they are really, there's some substance to what they're talking about though. They're coming in talking about this win and this raw victory that's going to bring you some type of emotional fulfillment. But possibly if you leave this situation, think before you leave this situation. Think before you leave the situation. Yeah, that's what I have. Think before you leave the situation. Okay? Because, I don't know. I just don't like how the moon is looking on that card about even leaving. You don't even want to leave. Hopefully this is not a person walking away from you. No, I don't think this is a person walking away from you. This is you contemplating walking away. I love you guys. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. God bless you. I'll see you next week. I hope this helped. Bye now.